Hello, everyone. I'm Lobby Clint,
I'm Smith.
and welcome to
Late Night Meditation.
So, hello, everyone. It's great to be here online with all of you. Hello, Kaleem. Hi, Kanoon. Hi, Vince. Hello, Mom. Thanks for joining in, as well as those on YouTube. Hello, Lisa, Ivy, Hakuzo, and everyone watching on YouTube and Facebook. As always, it's great to be here. And
Did you do homework?
yeah, did you guys do your homework? All right, very good. So, if you're new to the channel, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. Hi, Julie. Thanks for saying hi on Facebook. Hi, Pat. Thanks for joining. Great. I'm very glad you guys are doing your homework. As you can see, it's a very simple, easy homework. It shouldn't be stressful. It's just reminding ourselves to relax and aware, not forceful in any way. So, as we practice together, one thing to remember is, of course, take your time. You don't have to force for anything. Sorry, had a technical issue. It always happens. There's always something. But also, another fun fact, our background today is actually a very famous place here in Toronto. It's called Casa Loma. It's actually a place where many movies were filmed. This library, I think there was X-Men. What else is here? There's a few movies. The only one that I remember was X-Men. But anyways, we thought beautiful for our late night meditations that you guys get to see. And when we're practicing, remember that it's just 2 steps: relaxation and awareness. That's all you need to do. So, as always, for Mondays and Wednesdays, I let you guys decide how much instruction would you guys like? Would you like level 1, kind of for beginner, a lot of instruction? Level 2, kind of moderate? Or level 3, long silence? Of course, if you like level 3, longer silence, Fridays are always level 3. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lisa. She says great wallpaper. Okay, I see a 2. Thank you. Right, I see a 3 on Facebook. Okay. It's all right. Give you guys a little bit more time. 2.5. Okay.
2.5. Right.
Okay, I see a 1 on YouTube. A 2. Okay. It has been a while since we've done a 1. Let's help out our members who would like a 1. And I know a few days have passed where some people have asked for it. So then today, let's do it level 1. So, of course, no matter what level of meditation you're at, remember to take your time, let it happen naturally. So, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Taking a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan. The body scan is not quite scanning for something, but rather allowing your body to relax from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. Take your time, don't rush. Relaxation is a very important first step. Allowing our body to be at ease, comfortable. This way, we don't need to focus on the body anymore and allow ourselves to work on the mind. So as we practice, allow yourself to adjust. It's okay to move. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a statue. Because we practice for inner peace, not Instagram. You can take meditation photos another time. But for now, don't try to look perfect. Instead, feel perfect. The position that feels perfect to you. And allow yourself adjustment. Even I make adjustments, and I've been practicing over 25 years. And I've known masters who also adjust. We take time to adjust. That way, we can sit longer, easier. Not only that, it allows us to go inward instead of stuck on dealing with the body. Because there are techniques to sit still, not to move, and almost like to focus on the pain and discomfort. If you want to do that style, that's fine. But I don't recommend it, especially with the time that we have. If you wanted to learn to push through the pain, it would take at least 3 to 4 hours. Again, I don't recommend it. Quality over quantity. Everyone has a busy life. Sometimes we don't have that opportunity to sit for hours. But having some minutes to find some peace, it can be very good quality in a short amount of time. As our master, Lompada Mashayo, taught us this style. Having our body relaxed and allowing our mind to also relax. Take a break. And when we finally allow it to just relax, take its time, not trying to do anything, amazing things start to happen. Not because you're imagining, not because you're creating, but naturally. It's like looking through a pond. The water is murky at first due to the movement. And as we sit there and wait, the dust and particles settle to the bottom, allowing the water to be clean and clear. And when the water is clean and clear, we see all that was once hidden. We can see how deep the water is, if there are any fish, any shrimp or crabs, even any precious gems or treasure. As our mind is very much like that, there's a lot of wonderful treasure within us. But our mind is so full of this dirt, this dust, of our everyday thoughts. So we're learning how to clear it away. And just like the water, we don't stir, we don't splash. We simply leave it alone. Give yourself time. And those thoughts, wonders, worries start to disappear, or at least fade into the background. They might not disappear completely, but they no longer bother you. Similar to the books in the library. Our thoughts are like those books. Each one has many details, but if you try to open them all at once, try to understand them all at once, it doesn't quite make sense. So we leave it alone, or simply put them back on the shelf, keeping it nice and organized, not needing to focus in on any particular one at this time. Allowing yourself to enjoy that organized, comfortable space, just like hanging out in a library. So take your time. Don't force, don't push. But of course, even in those times of calm, our mind may still begin to wander. And it's okay. You are totally normal. Our mind loves to think, just like how a child loves to play. But we know that the child needs rest, just like we know our mind needs a break. So take your time, bring your mind back to your object or image. Whatever object or image feels comfortable to you. It's a way to help our mind focus on one thing rather than everything. And as our mind focuses on that one thing, everything else starts to melt away, giving us a little bit of peace. As peace is accumulated, it's not quite a light switch. We can't simply turn it on and we're happy all the time. It's more gathered little by little drip by drip. And as we practice more and more, it gets easier and easier to accumulate, to gather, and it tends to stay with us longer, not just during meditation, but even through our daily lives. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. Like I said, as we start off, it might not be very easy at first, and that's okay. We can't expect ourselves to be swimming like an Olympic gold medalist the first time we start swimming. Even after the 10th or 100th time, it takes practice and training to get better and better. But the earlier you start, and the more consistent your practice, the better and better you will get. I was very fortunate. I got to start meditating at 10 years old. And as a 10-year-old, I didn't necessarily know what I was doing. But as I practiced more and more, understood more and more, I started to do it more correctly. As a kid, I used to force, misunderstanding what I was supposed to do. Forcing myself to see. But that's not right. That just causes strain and discomfort. You're supposed to take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. Once I understood this, it was much easier to meditate. While I didn't formally sit every day, what I learned during meditation seeped out and I used during daily life. I was known as the happy kid. Almost always a smile on my face, enjoying whatever was going on. Even when things didn't go my way, I was able to simply brush it off, not hold on. I didn't realize how much meditation was affecting me. So as we practice together, the benefits will flow in without you even realizing it. You'll start to change for the better, to be able to calm down when you need to be able to think more clearly when you need to. You might even start to be much more content in life because you've learned how to let go a little better. So allow yourself to practicing this new skill, or perfecting the skill you're already at. And all we need to do is take our time, relax your body, relax your mind. And when it's just the right time, just the right balance. Everything will fall into place, just the way it's supposed to. Now, let us continue in silence, letting your mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, take your time. We are all practicing to get that perfect balance, the balance of relaxation and awareness. And since we're practicing, remember, our balance may be off here and there. It's okay. Don't ever feel like you're doing something wrong. We adjust. When you have too much awareness and relaxation, you have too much relaxation, add more awareness. It's just like a child playing with a balance scale. One side is relaxation, one side is awareness. And we add weights little by little to each side to find that perfect balance. And the best way to find that balance is to add weights little by little, not heavily to one side and then heavily to the other side. It just tips the scale over and over again. But when you make those little adjustments, adding little by little, we get closer and closer to that perfect balance. Like I said before, take your time. Relax your body, relax your mind, and little by little, everything will fall into place the way it's supposed to. Some more. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright. And at the center of your object, there's this bright light, a light of peace, love, and compassion. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together. For us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sapphe Buddha Parapata Pacceka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jenarakampantami Sapaso Sappaputtanupavena Sappathammanupavena Sappasanghanupavena Sattha Soti Bhagwantu Te. And now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths. Do a little stretch if you'd like. As we slowly come back.
How was your meditation?
Yeah. Now that we just finished our meditation, notice how you feel. It's a great way to consider and check how you're doing. As every time we meditate, it's always a brand new experience, even if it feels very similar. But each time we meditate, sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's a bit more challenging. Both are okay. It means that we get to learn from that experience. The time that it feels very easy, try to do it again. The time that feels challenging, that might not be the way for you. For example, using the mantra or using the object. Some people like both. Some people like just one or the other. Some like none. Allow yourself to adjust. And then you'll find the best way for you. We share with you the tools that can help. But in the end, there will be some tools that work better for you, some tools that will work not as great, as everyone's different. So allow yourself to that time to adjust. So, since today was a level 1 meditation, I have some tips to help you continue your practice. Because when you're a meditator, we do need to practice every day, or at least more often. Because, like I mentioned during meditation, with a consistent practice, you can indeed get better and better. But if you practice just once a week, it's okay, but it could be better. Because when you start to practice every day, you start to feel like it's a shower. Because it really is like a shower for the mind. We shower for our body to help us feel fresh and clean. Our mind needs the same thing. Meditation is that shower. So, the tips to share with you guys is the 4 C's, as many of you already remember. The 4 C's are comfort, conscious, consistent, consider. So the first 2 should sound familiar. Comfort and conscious are relaxation and awareness, the 2 steps of meditation. And we need those 2 things consistently, practicing together. Not just only comfort, then you're going to fall asleep. Not just conscious, then you're going to be overly aware. It's too much. It has to be a balance of the 2, consistently. Like railroad tracks. They are going together. Not one more to the right, one more to the left. They go together. That way the train can keep moving forward. And then we consider taking that time to check and see what works, what doesn't work. It really is this simple. In fact, this is the recipe for success. Anything you do, try doing these 4 C's. Though, I like to say there's 5 C's. You'll notice a little emoji on the bottom. It's a C, but slid this way. It's a smile. Add a smile to your life. It's a great way to help you boost up some positivity. A way to help you gain some calm, some peace, some happiness. As a way to help guide your light toward the right direction. So, practice these 4 C's. Comfort, conscious, consistent, consider. And you'll see yourself progressing little by little. Okay? So now, I open the floor to you guys. If anyone has any questions or comments, feel free to turn your mic here on Zoom, or you can type into the chat or into the comments. As I already see a question from Hagzo on YouTube. It says, speaking on books, what is a book either of you 2 learned the most from? For ผมพี่อยากจะตอบไหมหนังสือที่ผมพี่อ่านแล้วก็รู้สึกว่าได้เรียนมากที่สุด
ที่จริงคือนักธรรมตรีนะ
Okay, so he's saying that he learned a lot from it's a Buddhist, it's actually a Buddhist textbook for Buddhist studies. They call it Naktam 3. You can say it's let's call it elementary Buddhism. Just because I'm translating from Thai. Let's call it elementary Buddhism. And in Thailand, they have a test that people can take it's not really tested in a way that will like give you an award. It's more of a nice way to remind yourself, get to study and see what you remembered and what you learned. And it's a great way to help us study. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the base, BAS, base.
Oh, the basics.
The basic.
Mhm.
And yes, the
Yeah.
basic of the monk, 3 to 8.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Three
because there
levels.
are 3 levels. Yeah, and that one's the base one. Funny, just like our meditation, we have level 1, 2, 3. But yes, that's one book that helped me. For me, the book that helped me was a book translated from our master, the Manual of Peace. It's actually a lesson from the Buddha, translated into English and explained in in a lot of depth. Uh, in truth, the first 10 are already enough to help you go, it's a lot to pack in, and you can practice it. And they call it the 38 Blessings of Life. It's from the Mankalanat Sutra. That was the book that I liked, and I got to learn a lot from. Thanks for your question, Nakazo. Okay. Oh, Lisa's asking, do you go to the theater to watch a movie? No, not really. uh, we're too obvious if we're there. Everyone will stop watching the movie to watch us. So it's also something that we wouldn't really do because in the Vinaya or the monks' precepts, we tend not to go to shows and this and that. Instead, uh, we'll try to have like maybe a synopsis of movies here and there. A way is really because when you watch a movie nowadays, a lot of people watch it for entertainment. We'll watch it to see what people are thinking, what's the mindset of the people, and then use some of the examples from TV shows or from movies as a way to help us understand and explain Dharma. So I've used that with a lot of kids, mostly kids and teenagers. I guess I could do that with adults too. So, in truth, every media that there is, every story out there, it is indeed a way of learning Dharma. If you start to see that Dharma means wisdom, but it also means nature, quite literally the nature of the world. And all stories have the ups and downs of life, which are very true with our own lives, and you can learn from it and how to overcome. So they can be both entertaining and nice to learn from. All up to your mindset in what you're observing, what you're taking in. Thanks for your question, Lisa. Oh, hello, Jindana. Thanks for saying hi on Facebook. Okay. Any other questions or wonders today?
Yes, I have a question, Venerable.
Hello, Pat. Yes.
And hi, thank you. During the beginning of the meditation, you were talking about how some people push through pain during their meditation,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like an hour, a couple of hours of meditating. Could you tell me a little bit more about that and what are the benefits?
Okay. It is another style of meditation. It's not necessarily wrong, but it doesn't fit for people that of this time. So, like how I explained before, back then 100 years ago, the way they taught meditation was sit still, don't move. It's not wrong. The wording is fine. The problem is how we perceive it now. Because when we hear it now, we think sit still, don't move. We add a step, we tense up. That's not part of it. Even when they sit still, of course, anytime you sit still, anytime, even if you're relaxing on a couch, you start to have some ache and pain because our body just doesn't like to stay still all the time. So what happens is they will push through it as a way of kind of a mind over matter. And it takes several hours, not like a simple 1 or 2 hours. It's like 3 or 4 hours of just not moving at all. And it's quite painful. But there's going to be a point in that time where finally you let go of it. And then you're pretty much you push through the pain. But like I said, I don't recommend it due to people nowadays are not the same as people 100 years ago. In general, we don't have the patience to be able to get through it. Can people do it? Yes, I'm sure you can, but I don't recommend it because not everyone has several hours to simply push through. This is more of a style of practice that monks would do. Some monks would like to try that style and do it. We have more time, and it's so we're more fortunate in that sense. But even myself, I do have the time. I've tried it once. I didn't like it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was a bit curious because when I meditate, it takes away my pain
Mm-hmm.
if I'm, having pain. So I was curious. I wanted to know a little bit more about that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It really is also how you focus the mind. So if you focus on the body, it is one way of having focus. That's why, for example, focusing on the breath is a very common and very popular way of meditating. Following the breath down, following the breath up. It goes up and down over and over. It's great for focus. The problem is it's not still. That's why if you do already do that, we bring it down to the lowest point and let it stay there. That's where our center is. Because all the different techniques, they're all different ways to help you get to the destination. That center, that point where you're finally at peace, where your mind can be clean and clear. Though depending on the level of the teacher, or at least if the master's still around to explain it enough, they can help you know how to go forward from there. Not simply there's always a meditation wall. It feels like a wall, and then you're like, how come I can't go in deeper? And they know, and what's funny is they know they should be able to go deeper, and they're just trying to figure it out, and that's where it is. Many techniques are different ways of how to get yourself to have that balance, that focus, that relaxation. Although some people push more for the focus and need to remind themselves to relax first, and then they go in right where they need to be.
Great. How many techniques for meditate?
Oh, yeah. Back in the Buddha's time, there were about 40 techniques. Nowadays, we might have 40 million, as they all derive from the same 40. Even our technique comes from 3 of the original 40. So we adjust to what works for you, as that's what the teachers would do. They would adjust and then teach the way that they're doing it. And then as students, we misinterpret thinking that it's a brand new technique. And that's why it just continued to grow. When in truth, it's everyone sharing their tips of how to get in there. So yeah, definitely allow yourself to adjust. Try it if you'd like. Everyone's different. Some people, a funny example, you asked about movies, Kung Fu Panda. I think it was the second one where I think the master was talking about how he achieved inner peace. And how did he do it? Through pain and suffering. So you see, everyone's different. Some people can just clicks, it works. Take the gentle way. Some people, sometimes you have to have a different route. So allow yourself to adjust to what works for you. Find your peace. I give you guys the tools and you guys adjust. Find the way that works for you. Okay. Thank you, Pat. Any other questions or wonders today? Okay, I guess not. No problem. As always, you guys know this is my QR code. You guys can contact myself and Lopi Sumit. We are almost always together. Quite literally, we're almost always together all day and night. So whenever you guys like to contact either of us or have a question, feel free to ask. And then if it's a really interesting question or comment, we can also share it with Late Night next time we're on. So before we go, I'd like to give you all a blessing. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together.
Thank you for joining us and make good energy together.
So, see you guys next time here on
Late night meditation. Hi, gee.